Swamiji, I think we all understand that there are many, many benefits to yoga, probably more than what most people would realize. Could you share with us what the top 5 benefits are of yoga?
There's a principle in medical science, use it or lose it.
Swamiji, I think we all understand that there are many, many benefits to yoga, probably more than what most people would realize. Could you share with us what the top 5 benefits are of yoga?
Yes, Ken. There's a principle in medical science, use it or lose it. Now, when a person has a wrist fracture and a plaster is put on the wrist, so for 3 weeks the wrist is not allowed to move. When the plaster is removed, they find the wrist is jammed. Physiotherapy is required to get it to move again. So that's just the nature of this body. If the shoulder is such a sleepy joint, if it is not moved for a few days, it will go to sleep. So in the yogic system of exercises, one of the principles is use it or lose it. And if you go through a yogic process, you will see that right from the toes of the feet all the way to the neck and the eyes, the emphasis is in keeping them all moving. Nowadays, medical science has come up with this new phrase that sitting is the new smoking. If you are sitting for too long, it's like smoking. So I would say that is the first benefit. The second benefit is it works on the organs. So whereas aerobics helps us exercise the muscles, for yoga focuses on stretches and the twists. The aim of that is to stretch the organs or twist them or compress them, physically tone them up. So because it's working on the organs, its benefits are tremendous. A third benefit is that it helps us move our energy to all parts of the body. So we don't realize it, but the energy is flowing all over. And the blockages in the flow of energy are responsible for a lot of the physical afflictions. So when we focus on keeping the energy moving with our breath, with our movements, it bestows tremendous physical benefits. Next benefit would be we become aware of our physical well-being. An important aspect is the ability to read your body. It's not just knowledge about diet, it's about reading your body, because diet works differently for everyone. Exercises work differently for everyone. So this self-awareness of the body, how it is working, this can be enhanced. And this becomes far more important as we age in life, because in youth, everything goes. But when we reach our age, then we need to be very careful. So yoga enhances our awareness of the body, how it works, what it benefits from, what it does not. And the fifth benefit, I would say, we go on to the holistic aspect of yoga. So it introduces us to the fact that we are more than a gross system of bodily parts. We have got other dimensions to our personality which are really important, and they can be nourished. If we start looking at ourselves as something more than just a combination of bodily parts.
Thank you for explaining that. Swamiji, I think we all understand that there's benefits in meditation, especially when we experience quality meditation. But sometimes we have negative thoughts interfere with quality meditation. How do we control negative thoughts during meditation?
Well, Ken, one of our texts on meditation, the Bhagavad Gita, there's a dialogue, a question asked, where the questioner says that you have asked me to meditate, but I find that my mind is so restless. In fact, it seems to be more restless than the wind and more difficult to control. So that is the reality of the mind, and any meditator who sits with an intention realizes it's no easy job. I suggest a 3-step process for managing or bringing the negative thoughts under control. The first is dilution. The second is substitution. And the third is sublimation. So dilution means when a negative thought pops up in the mind, we have absolutely no obligation to embrace it and adopt it and feel bad about it. Oh my God, why did this bad thought come to me? It's just one of the many thoughts this monkey mind has created. If we pay no attention, in the next moment it will be away. But when people grab it and say, why did I think like this? Then it gets enlivened and more troublesome to get rid of. So the first step is dilution, distance yourself from the thought. This is the witness consciousness. Mindfulness has become very popular nowadays. The idea there is to become the seer of your own thoughts. Oh, my mind is creating mischief? Never mind, I will just observe it. And the second step is substitution, where you substitute an inferior thought with a positive one. For example, if the mind says that I am a complete failure, nothing is ever going to happen in my life, now you replace it with intelligence, with wisdom. So many others have succeeded. I have succeeded in so many things. No, anything is possible. So we are not keeping the mind empty, because the idle mind is a devil's workshop. It will then move to the next thought. Instead of that, you substitute it with a positive one. And the third step is to repeat the positive thought until it creates a stream. And the idea of meditation is to ensure that your mind is bathed in divine and sublime thoughts. So little nudging, a little pushing, and slowly that state of naturality comes, where the mind, which was naturally veering to the negative, now gets trained to easily go to the positive.
Thank you for that explanation.